Hello, Studio28E Facebook group. So, this is my design team project for the month of May, just almost sliding in under the wire. I selected Sherri's really lovely Kate Greenaway themed digital journal kit, as well as her blue dyed pages, which you'll see some of in the book. So before I get started, I want to tell you how I decided what I would do with this kit. After taking a few years off from any kind of crafting for a number of reasons, this past January I decided it was time to get back in. Now, part of that decision was that I had been kind of torn between my passion for altered books and my love of making journals as well. So I decided that it was all going to come together. I was going to do it all together. Now, one of the ways I've kept peace and sanity in my whole life, and particularly over the past 3 years, is making a collection of encouraging scripture passages, poetry, quotes, as well as beautiful images. Now, I pulled out this lovely used book. It's a coil-bound book, as you can see. I picked it up at a thrift store a few years ago and decided to alter it into a journal, which I am calling Garden of Hope and Promise. Now, as you can see, I have not done anything to the cover yet. I usually do that at or near the end of the process because I want it to lie as flat as possible while working on it. And if I'm going to put anything three-dimensional on the cover, that can be a challenge. Now, it's really a gorgeous book. It already has quite a few lovely images as well as pockets to keep notes in. So I will, and also, let me see what else. Places to write in, which you will come across. And I don't intend to change any of those. I'm going to keep those intact and use them as part of my book. So anyway, I'm just going to get moving on it. And because this is going to be more show than tell, if you have any questions, please note them in the comments section below, and I'm going to get started here. I loved this page and didn't really want to do anything other than to figure out a way to use it for journaling, which I have at the back. And this is another one of those pages. Something fell out. I'm going to have to fix that. Another journaling spot. Well, this is one of the pages that I used for the 5 with 5 challenge. That is tissue paper, a map, which this light colored background paper is, a button, netting, which just come from produce, and I believe this came from garlic, and an image of a bird or insect, which you see right here. And I think that came together lovely. I love this page. So I have already gessoed some of the pages, have left intact some of the places for journaling for later. Here's one of those sets. I'm going to just leave this and use it for what it's meant for. Another pocket here. Love Kate Greenaway's illustrations. They're just so lovely. I love old children's books from the past. That's one of the reasons I chose this book, or this kit. More room for journaling. I'll fix that later. altered paper clip, which I had had in my stash, and I thought it went well on this page. Another page I didn't want to cut up or do anything with, so I'm keeping it for journaling. One of my favorite scripture passages is Psalm 91. A couple of envelopes here. There's lined paper for more writing. A few more of her images. Isn't that so pretty? I love how soft they are. Oh, this was another one of the challenge pages, 5 with 5. So it had map is one, tissue paper, which, serviettes, napkin serviettes, which the background is, produce netting, and a button, and an insect. And this is another one of those pages as well. I love working with old dictionaries. And I do look at the words that before I put them on. And this word, wisdom, was one of the words on this page which I love the idea of. This is my gratitude page, which I'll be writing some gratitudes in. It's a journal within a journal. These are some of the pages I just did not want to chop up or do anything with, in case I'm in the mood for coloring. Lots of writing space. Isn't that beautiful? So lovely. I haven't decided what I'm going to do here. I'll probably gesso some of it over and do some collage here. This is an altered paper clip, long, narrow images on it. I'm down by the seashore, down by the waves. Ah, yes, and this was another one of the 5 with 5 challenges. Buttons, tissue, graphic or art. Oh yes, the produce here and the map there, and the bird. Oh, and there's a butterfly there too, so you can pick whichever one you want to look at. Some more pages to write in. Now, isn't that pretty? I'm not taking that one out at all. More pockets. Lots of journaling. Each one of these you could journal on the back on. My little bird, I love this with his little verse. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. journaling cards. And this little accordion fold out is probably one of my favorite things that I made for this. This is called Waiting. And a few spots for journaling again. And I believe that's the last of it. Yes, it is. So look at that. That's going to be so fun to continue working on this. I didn't use the images for our Women of Another Era ETC swap. I made 4 or 5 of these cute little ATCs, and I call these the Regency Wedding Bells. BELLES. Aren't they sweet? And my big tag for the 5 with 5 challenge. And there's room to journal on the back. And of course I have posted it already on the page. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see the whole thing here, but this is my masterboard. First one I've ever done. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. And I'm going to have to psych myself up to cutting it out and into tags and journaling cards and clusters and what have you. And I'll embellish them some more. All right, that's it. Thank you.